I was going to ask you as well with the hostage taking at the synagogue in Texas. Isn't Texas open carry? So wouldn't everybody at the synagogue, maybe in the congregation, have guns at the time? So kind of surprising that it took as long as it did.
Great question, Hal. That was the first thing that came to my mind as well. How did this happen in Texas? And actually, I was able to locate a primary source, an individual who used to belong to this congregation and no longer does. And according to this source, who I was able to speak to firsthand, he said that he left this congregation because the environment became too progressive, the mindset became too progressive. The rabbi was too woke, for lack of a better word, and he did not allow them to carry guns into the services anymore. This is, again, according to one source that I spoke to. I have not been able to verify this with the synagogue, but this is what this one source told me, that they are not allowed to carry, and it seems that that would be the case because this is Texas. You would have found one individual who is carrying. To add to that, I know here in Los Angeles, and I have lived in New York City, I know that synagogues are obviously targets, and they usually have armed guards outside the periphery of the synagogue. That's what I have seen in my experience. And why there wasn't a guard at this particular synagogue, again, maybe they don't have that experience or they weren't thinking that this would happen, but it was a vulnerable, soft target, and the perpetrator either knew or didn't know, and was able to carry out this for 10 long, horrific hours.
Want to hear more? Head on over to bridgecitynews.ca and click on Interviews. You'll be able to view full-length discussions with BCN guests and contributors from across Canada and around the world.